I'm Steve Easterbrook, Director of the School of the Environment. I'm also a professor in computer science, where I study computational models of climate change and how we use those models to help us make informed decisions about our future on this planet. We know the next few decades will be marked by rapid change, but we also know that collectively we get to decide what that future will look like as we work on the transition to a sustainable society. As students in our courses and programs at the School of the Environment, you already know more than most people about the causes and consequences of our current environmental crises. When you graduate, there'll be plenty of opportunities to put that knowledge into action. So we're delighted to present Pathways Week to give you a way of exploring those opportunities. You might be thinking about heading into government to help change how the world works, or working with activist groups to hold those governments accountable. Or perhaps you're more interested in working with community groups and NGOs bringing about change at the grassroots level, or heading into the private sector to help organisations change from the inside as we revolutionise how industry works. Or perhaps you want to carve your own path, combining multiple roles. You might be thinking about further education to build your knowledge and skills further. Pathways Week has all of this and more. In better times, we would be throwing open our doors to invite you all to share food, drink, and great ideas. I'm sorry to say that while we can't offer you any food this week, I hope we can at least give you food for thought. Whatever path you end up choosing, we hope that Pathways Week will help inspire you and give you the opportunity to meet interesting new people and hear how others have built their own pathways. So welcome everybody, and I hope you enjoy the week.
Hello, welcome to the Career Pathways event. My name is Professor Jessica Dion, and I am a teaching faculty member in environmental chemistry, and I am also the undergraduate associate director here at the School of the Environment. My teaching and research interests lie in the movement and degradation of organic molecules that are released into the environment, and I love thinking about environmental issues from a molecular perspective and sharing this with my students. In my role at the school, I enjoy helping students navigate our very wonderful but at times complex systems here at the University of Toronto. And I wanted to acknowledge, as we're here together, that this is a bit of a crazy time, and there are many environmental issues that are taking center stage, in particular climate change and all of the implications of our changing planet, and pile on top of that the pandemic, and things can feel a little bit overwhelming. But instead of despairing, here at the School of the Environment, we are very hopeful about the future and all of the exciting opportunities that we have to impart positive and meaningful change. And how do we do this? Well, we do this by working together. So as I mentioned before, I'm a chemist, and I love being a chemist. I love thinking about molecules bumping together and reacting and how they behave. But as a chemist, I also understand that I see environmental issues through a very specific lens, and that this lens extends also to the potential solutions that I may consider. And so in order to affect real change, we have to work across disciplines. And this is where a place like the School of the Environment comes in. Here at the school, we bring together leaders in the sciences and the social sciences to look at topics from different perspectives. And this extends to our undergraduate curriculum, where students learn to look at topics from multiple perspectives. So as someone who's chosen an environmentally focused career, I can tell you that it's extremely rewarding and exciting. And I'm so glad you're joining us here for the Career Pathways event, and I wish you all the best as you explore all of the many exciting opportunities we have. Goodbye.
Hello, I'm David Powell, the undergraduate student advisor and placement coordinator at the School of the Environment. Welcome to our inaugural Environmental Pathways Week. The thing that I most enjoy about my work at the School of the Environment is helping students with planning their courses, their programs, and dealing with issues that may come up from time to time during their time as an undergraduate. I also administer a professional experience course, which allows students to get very valuable experience working with an environmental organization, as well as getting course credit. The current employment environment is a difficult one. Therefore, it's really important that you are resourceful, creative, and proactive in planning your career path. Here at Career Pathways, you will find valuable guidance and advice from our speakers and exhibitors to help you with this. Importantly, there are two key initiatives and activities that have been identified time and time again by those who come to help students and to advise students on career planning. The first is networking. You've probably heard this, but it's really important. And perhaps the easiest and best way to do it is to do what are called informational interviews, where you identify somebody who's doing work that you think you might be interested in doing and just arrange to have a cup of coffee with them to ask them about it. Have your resume there, and that might turn out to be an opportunity, but that's not your main purpose for doing this. And they are likely to refer you on to other people in kind of a snowball effect. The second key activity is volunteering. This is very valuable at gaining experience related to the kind of work that you want to do. Taking a year off before enrolling in graduate school is a really good idea if you're not sure what you want to do. And it gives you the time to reflect on what you want to do the networking and information gathering that you need to do to make a more informed decision. Please don't get discouraged. Be patient and be persistent. Those of our graduates who have followed the advice that you will get here have been successful at developing their career paths and have come back to talk to us about it. You are environmental students, which means that you're committed to making a difference in the world. This is not only very commendable, but it also gives you an advantage in pursuing your career paths because of the commitment and because of the motivation you have to do so. Please don't get stressed by the fact that you may not know what you want to do in your career or may not know what graduate program you want to do by the time you finish your degree. That's very common. It's not common the other way around. Take the time, take the year off, do some work, do some volunteering and networking, and spend the time to decide exactly what you want to do, and things will go much better if you do it that way. I'm always glad to meet with students to discuss career paths and career aspirations, and I encourage you to contact me if you would like to do so. Right now it has to be on Zoom or Skype or by phone. Hopefully sometime in the new year it can be in person. Anyway, thanks for being here, and I hope you have a good experience. Bye-bye.